Hello, thank you for joining me for some time in God's Word. If this is your first time watching, my name is Tabia, and I'm reading in the book of Psalms right now. I'm picking up from where we left off in the last video at chapter 31, and I'll be reading to chapter 40. I don't talk about anything, I don't explain anything, I just read what's written. I'm reading out of the Amplified version if you're following along. And I have prayed for you all who might be watching beforehand, and I hope you hit subscribe so you can join me in this Bible study if you would for the other books and the other chapters that I'll be posting on my other videos. So I'm going to begin. Again, I'm in Psalms chapter 31, and verse 1 reads, "In you, O Lord, do I put my trust and seek refuge. Let me never be put to shame or have my hope in you disappointed. Deliver me in your righteousness. Bow down your ear to me. Deliver me speedily. Be my rock and refuge, a strong fortress to save me. Yes, you are my rock and my fortress. Therefore, your name's sake, lead me and guide me. Draw me out of the net that they have laid secretly for me, for you are my strength and my stronghold. Into your hands I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, O Lord, the God of truth and faithfulness. I abhor those who pay regard to vain idols, but I trust in, rely on, and confidently lean on the Lord. I will be glad and rejoice in your mercy and steadfast love, because you have seen my affliction. You have taken notice of my life's distresses, and you have not given me into the hand of the enemy. You have set my feet on a broad place. Have mercy and be gracious unto me, O Lord, for I am in trouble with grief. My eyes is weakened. My eye is weakened, also my inner self and my body. For my life is spent with sorrow, and my years with sighing. My strength has failed because of my iniquity, and even my bones have wasted away. To all my enemies I have become a reproach, but especially to my neighbors, and a dread to my acquaintances, who flee from me on the street. I am forgotten like a dead man, and out of mind like a broken vessel am I. For I have heard the slander of many. Terror is on every side. While they schemed together against me, they plotted to take my life. But I trusted in, relied on, and was confident in you, O Lord. I said, you are my God. My times are in your hands. Deliver me from the hands of my foes and those who pursue me and persecute me. Let your face shine on your servant. Save me from your mercy's sake. Save me for your mercy's sake and in your loving kindness. Let me not be put to shame, O Lord, or disappointed, for I am calling upon you. Let the wicked be put to shame. Let them be silent in Sheol, the place of the dead. Let the lying lips be silenced, which speak insolently against the consistently righteous, with pride and contempt. Oh, how great is your goodness, which you have laid up for those who fear, revere, and worship you. Your goodness, which you have wrought for those who trust and take refuge in you before the sons of men. In the secret place of your presence, you hide them from the plots of men. You keep them secretly in your pavilion from the strife of tongues. Blessed be the Lord, for he has shown me his marvelous loving favor when I was beset as in a besieged city. As for me, I said in my haste and alarm, I am cut off from before your eyes. But you heard the voice of my supplications when I cried to you for aid. Oh, love the Lord, all you his saints. The Lord preserves the faithful and plentifully pays back him who deals haughtily. Be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who wait for and hope for and expect the Lord. Psalm 32. Blessed, happy, fortunate, to be envied is he who has forgiveness of his transgression continually exercised upon him, whose sin is covered. Blessed, happy, fortunate, to be envied is the man to whom the Lord imputes no iniquity and in whose spirit there is no deceit. When I kept silent, before I confessed, my bones wasted away through my groanings all the day long. For day and night your hand of displeasure was heavy upon me. My moisture was turned into drought of summer. Pause and calmly think of that. I acknowledged my sin to you, and my iniquity I did not hide. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, continually unfolding the past till all is told. Then you instantly forgave me the guilt and iniquity of my sin. Pause and calmly think of that. For this forgiveness, let everyone who is godly pray. Pray to you in a time when you may be found. Surely, when the great waters of trial overflow, they shall not reach the Spirit in him. You are a hiding place for me. You, Lord, preserve me from trouble. You surround me with songs and shouts of deliverance. Pause and calmly think of that. The Lord will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you. Be not like the horse or the mule, which lack understanding, which must have their mouths held firm with bit and bridle, or else they will not come with you. Many are the sorrows of the wicked, but he who trusts in, relies on, and confidently leans on the Lord shall be compassed about with mercy and with loving kindness. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, you uncompromisingly righteous, you who are upright and in right standing with him. Shout for joy, all you upright in heart. Psalm 33. Rejoice in the Lord, O you uncompromisingly righteous, you upright in standing with him. You upright in right standing with him. For praise is becoming and appropriate for those who are upright in heart. Give thanks to the Lord with the lyre. Sing praises to him with a harp of 10 strings. Sing to him a new song. Play skillfully on the strings with the loud and joyful sound. For the word of the Lord is right, and all his work is done in faithfulness. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the loving kindness of the Lord. By the word of the Lord were the heavens made, and all their hosts by the breath of his mouth. He gathers the waters of the sea as in a bottle. He puts the deeps in storage places. Let all the earth fear the Lord, revere and worship him. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spoke, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. The Lord brings the counsel of the nation to naught. He makes the thoughts and plans of the people of no effect. The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the thoughts of his heart through all generations. Blessed, happy, fortunate, to be envied is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people he has chosen as his heritage. The Lord looks from heaven. He beholds all the sons of men. From his dwelling place he looks intently upon all the inhabitants of the earth. He who fashions the hearts of them all, who considers all their doings. No king is saved by the great size and power of his army. A mighty man is not delivered by his strength. A horse is devoid of value for victory, neither does he deliver any by his great power. Behold, the Lord's eye is upon those who fear him, who revere and worship him with awe, who wait for him and hope in his mercy and loving kindness, to deliver them from death and keep them alive in famine. Our inner selves wait earnestly for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For in him does our heart rejoice, because we have trusted, relied on, and been confident in his holy name. Let your mercy and loving kindness, O Lord, be upon us in proportion to our waiting and hoping for you. All right, Psalm 34. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My life makes its boast in the Lord. Let the humble and afflicted hear and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought, inquired of the Lord, and required him of necessity and on the authority of his word. And he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked to him and were radiant. Their faces shall never blush for shame or be confused. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, who revere and worship him with awe, and each of them he delivers. Taste and see that the Lord our God is good. Blessed, happy, fortunate, to be envied is the man who trusts and takes refuge in him. O fear the Lord, you his saints, revere and worship him. For there is no want to those who truly revere and worship him with godly fear. The young lions lack food and suffer hunger, but they who seek, inquire of, and require the Lord by right of their need and on the authority of his word, none of them shall lack any beneficial thing. Come, you children, listen to me. I will teach you to revere and worshipfully fear the Lord. What man is he who desires life and longs for many days, that he may see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Depart from evil and do good. Seek, inquire for, and crave peace, and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are toward the uncompromisingly righteous, and his ears are open to their cry. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. When the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their distress and troubles. The Lord is close to those who are of a broken heart and saves such as are crushed with sorrow for sin and are humbly and thoroughly patient. Many evils confront the consistently righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. He keeps all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall cause the death of the wicked, and they who hate the just and righteous shall be held guilty and shall be condemned. The Lord redeems the lives of his servants, and none of those who take refuge and trust in him shall be condemned or held guilty. Psalm 35. Contend, O Lord, with those who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for my help. Draw out also the spear and javelin, and close up the way of those who pursue and persecute me. Say to me, I am your deliverance. Let them be put to shame and dishonor who seek and require my life. Let them be turned back and confounded who plan my hurt. Let them be as chaff before the wind, with the angel of the Lord driving them on. Let their way be through dark and slippery places, with the angel of the Lord pursuing and afflicting them. For without cause they hid for me their net, a pit of destruction. Without cause they dug for my life. Let destruction befall my foe unawares. Let the net he hid for me catch him, let him fall into the very destruction. Then I shall be joyful in the Lord. I shall rejoice in his deliverance. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like you? You who deliver the poor and the afflicted from him who is too strong for him. Yes, the poor and the needy from him who snatches away his goods. Malicious and unrighteous witnesses rise up. They ask me of things that I know not. They reward me evil for good to my personal bereavement. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I afflicted myself with fasting, and I prayed with head bowed on my breast. I behaved as if grieving for my friend or my brother. I bowed down in sorrow as one who bewails his mother. But in my stumbling and limping, they rejoiced and gathered together against me. The smiters, slanderers, and revilers gathered against me, and I knew them not. They ceased not to slander and revile me. Like profane mockers and feasts, making sport of the price of a cake, they gnashed at me with their teeth. Lord, how long will you look on without action? Rescue my life from their destruction, my dear and only life from the lions. I will give you thanks in great assembly. I will praise you among the mighty throng. Let not those who are wrongfully my foes rejoice over me, neither let them wink with their eye who hate me without cause. For they do not speak peace, but they devise deceitful matters against those who are quiet in the land. Yes, they open their mouths wide against me. They say, Aha, aha, our eyes have seen it. You have seen this, O Lord. Keep not silent. O Lord, be not far from me. Arouse yourself, awake to the justice due me, even to my cause, my God and my Lord. Judge and vindicate me, O Lord my God, according to your righteousness, your rightness and justice, and let my foes not rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Aha, this is what we wanted. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up and utterly destroyed him. Let them be put to shame and confusion together who rejoice at my calamity. Let them be clothed with the shame and dishonor who magnify and exalt themselves over me. Let those who favor my righteous cause and have pleasure in my uprightness shout for joy and be glad and say continually, Let the Lord be magnified, who takes pleasure in the prosperity of his servant. And my tongue shall talk of your righteousness, rightness, and justice, and of my reasons for your praise all the day long. Psalm 36. Excuse me. Transgressions, like an oracle, speaks to the wicked deep in his heart. There is no fear or dread of God before his eyes. For he flatters and deceives himself in his own eyes that his iniquity will not be found out, or will not be found out and be hated. The words of his mouth are wrong and deceitful. He has ceased to be wise and to do good. He plans wrongdoing in his bed. He sets himself in a way that is not good. He does not reject or despise evil. Your mercy and loving kindness, O Lord, extend to the skies, and your faithfulness to the clouds. Your righteousness is like the mountains of God. Your judgments are like the great deep. O Lord, you preserve man and beast. How precious is your steadfast love, O God. The children of men take refuge and put their trust under the shadow of your wings. They relish and feast on the abundance of your house, and you cause them to drink of the stream of your pleasures. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light do we see light. O continue your loving kindness to those who know you, your righteousness, salvation to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride overtake me. Let not the hand of the wicked drive me away. There the workers of iniquity fall and lie prostrate. They are thrust down and shall not be able to rise. Psalm 37. Fret not yourself because of evildoers, neither be envious against those who work unrighteousness, that which is not upright or right standing with God. For they shall soon be cut down like grass, and wither as the green herb. Trust, lean on, rely on, and be confident in the Lord, and do good. So shall you dwell in the land and feed surely on his faithfulness, and truly you shall be fed. Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he will give you the desires and secret petitions of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Roll and repose each care of your load on him. Trust, lean on, rely on, and be confident also in him, and he will bring it to pass. He will make your uprightness and right standing with God go forth as the light, and your justice and right as the shining sun of the noonday. Be still and rest in the Lord. Wait for him, and patiently lean yourself upon him. Fret not yourself because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself. It tends only to evildoing. For evildoers shall be cut off. But those who wait and hope and look for the Lord in the end shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the evildoers will be no more. Though you look with care where they used to be, they will not be found. But the meek in the end shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plot against the uncompromisingly righteous, the upright in right standing with God. They gnash at them with their teeth. The Lord laughs at the wicked, for he sees that their own day of defeat is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend their bow to cast down the poor and needy, to slay those who walk uprightly, blameless in conduct and in conversation. The swords of the wicked shall enter their own hearts, and their bows shall be broken. Bitter is the little that the uncompromisingly righteous have than the abundance of possessions of many who are wrong and wicked. For the arm of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the consistently righteous. The Lord knows that the days of the upright and blameless, and their heritage will abide forever. They shall not be put to shame in the time of evil, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs that is consumed in smoke, and as the glory of the pastures. They shall vanish like smoke, shall they consume away. The wicked borrow and pay not again, for they may be unable, but the uncompromisingly righteous deal kindly and give, for they are able. For such as are blessed of God shall in the end inherit the earth, but they that are cursed of him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are directed and established by the Lord. When he delights in his way, and he busies himself with his every step, though he falls, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord grasps his hand in support and upholds him. I have been young and now am old, and yet have I not seen the uncompromisingly righteous forsaken, or their seed begging bread. All day long they are merciful and deal graciously. They lend, and their offspring are blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and you will dwell forever securely. For the Lord delights in justice and forsakes not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the offspring of the wicked in time shall be cut off. Then the consistently righteous shall inherit the land and dwell upon it forever. The mouth of the uncompromisingly righteous utters wisdom, and his tongue speaks with justice. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. The wicked lie in wait for the uncompromisingly righteous and seek to put them to death. The Lord will not leave them in their hands, or suffer them to condemn them when they are judged. Wait for and expect the Lord, and keep and heed his way, and he will exalt you to inherit the land. In the end, when the wicked are cut off, you shall see it. I have seen a wicked man in a great power, and spreading himself like a green tree in its native soil. Yet he passed away, and behold, he was not. Yes, I sought and inquired for him, but he could not be found. Mark the blameless man, and behold the upright, for there is a happy end for the man of peace. As for transgressors, they shall be destroyed together. In the end, the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the consistently righteous is of the Lord. He is their refuge and secure stronghold in the time of trouble. And the Lord helps them and delivers them. He delivers them from the wicked and saves them because they trust and take refuge in him. Psalm 38. O Lord, rebuke me not in your wrath, neither chasten me in your hot displeasure. For your arrows have sunk into me and stick fast, and your hands have come down upon me and pressed me sorely. There is no soundness in my flesh because of your indignation, neither is there any health or rest in my bones because of my sin. For my iniquities have gone over my head like waves of a flood. As a heavy burden, they weigh too much for me. My wounds are loathsome and corrupt because of my foolishness. I am bent and bowed down greatly. I go about mourning all the day long, for my loins are filled with burning, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I am faint and sorely bruised, deadly cold and quite worn out. I groan by reason of disquiet and mourning and moaning of my heart. Lord, all my desire is before you, and my sighing is not hidden from you. My heart throbs, my strength fails me. As for the light of my eyes, it also is gone from me. My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my plague, and my neighbors and my nearer ones stand afar off. They also that seek and demand my life lay snares for me, and they that seek and require my hurt speak crafty and mischievous things. They meditate treachery and deceit all the day long. But I, like a deaf man, hear not, and I am like a dumb man who opens not his mouth. Yes, I have become like a man who hears not, in whose mouth are no arguments or replies. For in you, O Lord, do I hope. You will answer, O Lord my God. For I pray, let them not rejoice over me, who when my foot slips boast against me. For I am ready to halt and fall. My pain and sorrow are continually before me. For I do confess my guilt and iniquity. I am filled with sorrow for my sin. But my enemies are vigorous and strong, and those who hate me wrongfully are multiplied. They also that render evil for good are adversaries to me, because I follow the things that is good. Forsake me not, O Lord. O my God, be not far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation. Psalm 39. I said, I will take heed and guard my ways, that I may sin not with my tongue. I will muzzle my mouth as with a bridle, while the wicked are before me. I was dumb with silence. I held my peace without profit, and had no comfort away from good, while my distress was renewed. My heart was hot within me. While I was musing, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. Lord, make me to know my end, and to appreciate the measure of my days. What it is, let me know and realize how frail I am, how transient is my stay here. Behold, you have made my days as short as handbreadths, and my lifetime is as nothing in your sight. Truly, every man at his best is merely a breath. Pause and think calmly of that. Surely every man walks to and fro, like a shadow in a pantomime. Surely for futility and emptiness he is in turmoil. Each one heaps up riches, not knowing who will gather them. And now, Lord, what do I wait for and expect? My hope and expectation are in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Make me not the scorn and reproach of the self-confident fool. I am dumb, I open not my mouth, for it is you who has done it. Remove your stroke away from me. I am consumed by the conflict and the blow of your hand. When with rebukes you correct and chasten me for sin, you waste his beauty like a moth, and what is dear to him consumes away. Surely every man is a mere breath. Pause and think calmly on that. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Oops. Hear my prayer, O Lord. And give ear to my cry. Hold not your peace at my tears, for I am your passing guest, a temporary resident, as all my fathers were. Oh, look away from me and spare me, that I may recover cheerfulness and encouraging strength, and know gladness before I go and am no more. Psalm 40, the last psalm of the night. I waited patiently and expectantly for the Lord, and he inclined to me and heard my cry. He drew me up out of a horrible pit, a pit of tumult and of destruction, out of the miry clay, froth and slime, and set my feet upon a rock, steadying my steps and establishing my goings. And he has put a new song in my mouth, a song of praise to our God. Many shall see and fear, revere and worship, and put their trust and confident reliance in the Lord. Blessed, happy, fortunate, to be envied is the man who makes the Lord his refuge and trust, and turns not to the proud or to followers of false gods. Many, O Lord my God, are the wonderful works which you have done, and your thoughts toward us no one can compare with you. If I should declare and speak of them, they'd be too many to be numbered. Sacrifice and offering you do not desire, nor have you delight in them. You have given me the capacity to hear and obey your law, and more valuable service than burnt offerings and sin offerings, which you do not require. Then I said, Behold, I come in the volume to the book it is written of me. I delight to do your will, O my God. Yes, your law is within my heart. I have proclaimed glad tidings of righteousness in the great assembly, tidings of uprightness and right standing with God. Behold, I have not restrained my lips, as you know, O Lord. I have not concealed your righteousness within my heart. I have proclaimed your faithfulness and your salvation. I have not hid away your steadfast love and your truth from the great assembly. Withhold not your tender mercy from me, O Lord. Let your loving kindness and your truth continually preserve me. For innumerable evils have compassed me about. My iniquities have taken such hold on me that I am not able to look up. They are more than the hairs of my head, and my heart has failed me and forsaken me. Be pleased, O Lord, to deliver me. O Lord, make haste to help me. Let them be put to shame and confounded together who seek and require my life to destroy it. Let them be driven backward and brought to dishonor who wish me evil and delight in my hurt. Let them be desolate by reason of their shame who say to me, Aha, aha. Let all those that seek and require you rejoice and be glad in you. Let such as love your salvation say continually, The Lord be magnified. As for me, I am poor and needy, yet the Lord takes thought and plans for me. You are my help and my deliverer, O my God. Do not tarry. Okay, that is the last psalm of this video. Next video, I will pick it up at chapter 41 to chapter 50. And I hope that you enjoyed reading the word with me tonight, and I hope that you join me for the next time we get together and read in the book of Psalms. Be blessed. God bless you. Be safe. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.